Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be going through my top 10 worst NPCs. This is kind of just a fun list that I like to do. I'm not going to spend too much on it. I'm not like justifying my thoughts. I'm going to try and make this video as quick as possible so I can get it over and done with. And then we're going to move on to buildings, and then we'll move on to costumes. And hopefully, we can have this done by the end of February. We can be done with this year. Or 2017. But after that, I do actually want to do a video where I do a, not a versus, do a, it was like a different video I wanted to do. I was trying to think what it was. I was going to leave it there. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'll probably figure out what that video was I was trying to do after I did all this that was still on 2017. But for the most part, 2017 is over. So we are going to just go through this list. So let's first of all go for my dishonorable mention. So this goes to, and like I said, if you haven't watched the top 10 NPCs list, if you watch the top 10, basically every NPC is on one or either list, even if it is a dishonorable mention or an honorable mention. So the dishonorable mention goes to the Homer Lizard. So the Homer Lizard is pretty cool. I do like him. I just think that compared to the other playable, the other NPCs that were on the other list, he was just not as good. I didn't think he was terrible. I'm glad that he's in the game, but he just about gets the dishonorable mention. A bit unfortunate, but whatever. Anyway, moving on. Number 10, and also I have grouped some people by the way, so I do apologise. Ones that I think just need to be grouped. But anyway, number 10 goes to the baby T-Rex. So now this is the thing, like I get why they added it, and of course it was like a little spoof in the Simpsons where like the T-Rex kind of like attacks Homer, and then it turns out to be like a little baby one. I don't know, I just think it was kind of a little bit small. It needed to be a bit bigger, because it is meant to be a T-Rex, for Christ's sake. Like, it should be a little bit bigger. It also looks kind of cartoony. I think it's a little misplaced, in my opinion. I don't really like it that much, like, for that reason. I just think that it looks like it's like somebody in a costume. It doesn't look like an actual T-Rex, so that's why I'm putting it at number 10. A bit of a flawed reason, but that's the only reason I can really do it. And again, also, it does come down with the other ones are better. So number 9, I have actually put the Wisecracking Parrot. Now, I didn't dislike the Wisecracking Parrot that much. I'm pretty sure he was on the worst list. Like, he actually was put forward as like one of the worst characters, NPCs even. I think that's a bit mean. I don't think he's terrible. I just don't think he's particularly very interesting. All he does is just give some witty dialogue every time you click him. And we've had this before with the ugly Prince Frog that throws up and stuff. We have it like that one, and he gives us some dialogue when we tap him. There's a few. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's another one that does that. Another NPC that does that, but. You know, we have got them before, and so it's not something new, it's something that we've seen before. It just isn't particularly very, you know, especially as a prize, it wasn't particularly very amazing. It was just meh, like, so that's why it gets number 9. Number 8 goes to the Spotlight Dance Bot. Now, the reason I give it to the Spotlight Dance Bot is I feel it was a bit of a cop-out giving us the Spotlight Dance Bot. Now, of course, this is from the Lady Gaga episode. Like, they gave us this, but they didn't give us Lady Gaga, and I get why they can't give us Lady Gaga. So this is the problem with the Simpsons and doing celebrity cameos. Like, celebrity cameos in the Simpsons used to be really clever, and they used to be well done, and they used to be like kind of like you didn't know that was like the Michael Jackson one, for example. And I'm pretty sure Mark Hamill did one where he didn't play Mark Hamill, he played somebody else. Like, you know, there's a few like that, and I just kind of wish they did that more often, because then we get characters like Lady Gaga who we can't have, who were, you know, played a big part of the episode, and we can't have them in our game because they're celebrities. But the Spotlight Dance Bot was kind of like their way of adding something from that event, and it just wasn't really. It just kind of fell a bit flat, like, so. I don't really think it was that great, and it kind of looks weird, and I just don't really get it. And number 7 goes to the Raptor. I do kind of like the Raptor. It's kind of cool that it walks around. It's just again, it comes down to I just think the other ones are a little bit better than it. Like, we had a few dinosaurs in the game, and it was just another one. It's kind of cool though to get some like prehistoric animals in the town. Just have a raptor running around. But there you go. I put the Raptor there anyway. Number 7 for the worst. And number 6 goes to the Plague Rats. So. Yeah, the Plague Rats. So, of course, these were actually voted as the worst NPC by you guys, by the public. I don't necessarily agree, though. I do think there is all the others are way worse, and all the others are now from Halloween. The top 5 are all from Halloween, and we'll go through them in a minute. But yeah, the plague rats, in my opinion, they're not that bad. They're okay. I guess it was cool to get them as an NPC, but when they were a tappable character in Act 3, I understand why people didn't like them. It was kind of annoying. So I guess they're kind of like a painful reminder. So that's probably because they are like pretty disgusting, having a bunch of disgusting rats running around your town. Like that was pretty vile in Act 3. And I guess maybe having it as a memorial, like having like a souvenir for that act, is maybe not the best thing. So I've put it in number 6, and I think that's fair enough, really, because I do think the others are just way worse. So number 5 goes to the Bullyvern. At least the Bullyvern looks somewhat cool. It's kind of cool that it's got 3 heads from 3 of our characters, from Dolph, Kearney, and Jimbo. But of course, with the Bullyvern, again, it's another one of these things where you tap it to go get a decoration, so it isn't even a proper NPC. It just kind of sits there on its own and does nothing. But it does count as a character, so I have to put it as an NPC because it's definitely not a playable character, not in any sense. So Bullyvern goes to number 5 because he looks somewhat cool. But number 4 goes to the Kearneymon. The Kearneymon sort of kind of began the event, so I'm putting the Kearneymon a little bit. This is why the Kearneymon isn't so high, because he did kind of like start the event and kind of like start the trend of this. So I guess I'm, he kind of acted as a. I don't know. It's like I guess it comes down to looks as well. He looks cooler than the others as well. So Kearneymon goes to number 4. Number 3, top 3 worst here. So number 3, I'm gonna give it to Wigops because at least he looks kind of cool to the top 2, but Wigops again was another one of these awful things where you had to send him out to get decorations. I just didn't like this. I didn't like this concept as a whole. If you can get this, and this is why that these people are all habiting my list. But yeah, number 3 goes to Wigops. Didn't like him too much, and I gave it to the Burns Dragon because I thought the Burns Dragon looked really awesome, so I let him be on my other list, but just about, only on the end. But yeah, anyway, number two goes to the Tree Stash. So the reason I'm giving number 2 to the Tree Stash is, first of all, he kind of ruined that episode tie-in. Like they had so much potential to add in that episode tie-in, and all they added is the Tree Stash. So he was a little bit disappointing. He didn't really do anything in the episode. Plus, he started the trend of this NPC, generating decorations thing, and that is why I'm putting the Tree Stash as number 2. Is he started this, so he gets the blame. And then number 1. Can we have that drum roll? It's kind of obvious, but let's do it. So number 1 goes to Lude, Crawl, and Barfy. So I'm giving it all to all 3. I've pretty much just combined them because they all look similar and they're all kind of like, they're all with bars and stuff. So I figured that I may as well just lump them all together. So, okay, the reason that they are the worst NPC in my opinion is, well, they don't do anything. They just stand there. They look just like Barney, Carl, and Lenny. They look just like them, but just big fat versions of them. And that's why if anything, they should be costumes. But even if they were costumes, they would be bad costumes because they don't look they don't look cool. And the episode they're from is pretty like they're hardly there in that episode. Like they're there, but they're not. They don't play a massive crucial role. So all 3 of these, even if it was a costume, it would be awful. It's not even a costume, it's a character, and it's a non-playable character that gets decorations. So in my opinion, like, these 3 are the worst out of the Halloween, and like just because of that reason, the fact that they look so similar to the characters that we already have in the game, that it's just kind of annoying to see them like this. So that's my reasoning. They're my top 10 worst NPCs of 2017. Please tell me yours. Give me your top 5 or your top 3. If you really want, give me your top 10. That'd be awesome. Or just give me your worst. Or even just give me your worst. That'd be cool. Just one. I want to see one, though. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.